Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another vlog video. I am holding that very, very weird. I'm just gonna swap hands like that real quick. Perfect. So, you know what we haven't done in a while? We haven't had some coffee. So I went and picked up some more Black Rifle coffee since I did run out here at the shop, and we're gonna go ahead and make that. And I also got a brand new coffee mug. If you didn't know, Black Rifle. It's kind of like I'm a Black Rifle fan or something like that. So I've got water boiling in the back. Always going to do a French press. I like French press. But yeah, we're just going to make some real quick, and then we're going to go over some new stuff. Sound good? You don't get a choice. Some of that Black Rifle. All right. First, note to self: I gotta charge the batteries that are sitting in that camera there, as well as the ones in the case. Talent from the past. How could you let your batteries get that low? Shame on you. So, for you guys that are watching this but have not yet seen the MCX review video, go check that out, because this is what that is all about. So this is the SIG Pro Force AEG, the licensed SIG MCX. And you may notice that it looks a little sexier. That's because I put the Midwest Industries rail system on here, the 12.5 inch. The one that would come with it. Oh, shoot. So this is the rail system that would come with it. This is a 10-inch rail system versus the one on here is a 12.5. So there's about, 2.5 inches of difference. This one I kind of have set up as my long-ish range setup. So I'm running angled foregrip and a laser designator versus my shorter is going to have a flashlight, and then when I do get it, a infrared laser for nighttime shenanigans. If you guys have watched the review video on that, then you know I've got a couple plans that are in the works for this. Actually, yesterday I just bought the folding telescope, or folding collapsing stock. So it's kind of like it's similar in looks to, yeah. So actually, time for me to open the store up. So I went and changed, because there's a spring that comes in there. I swapped it to the M110, and we have a paintball chronograph and we have our airsoft chronograph. Our airsoft chronograph is broken, so I had to use the paintball one in order to test the M110 velocity, and it said it was shooting about 395 feet per second, which is really not that big of a difference, but it's now at least outdoor legal. And honestly, with these MCXs, with any of the Avalon gearboxes actually, if you were to swap it to like an M90 or even lower if you can find it, in order to make sure it does get below that 350 indoor velocity, you would need to run a 7.4 LiPo on there. See, that's one of the tricks that fields and stores don't really want you guys to know, is that with the Avalon gearboxes, lower tension, you need to run a lower voltage so that you do not get overcycling with that higher voltage of battery. Whoopsie. So to give you an example, I have the Elite Force Elite Series MP5A4, which has the Avalon gearbox on there. Since I did set it to indoor legal, it's shooting at 330 feet per second. If I were to throw an 11.1 on there on semi-auto, I get a 2 to 3 round burst, because all of that energy is going into the wiring system, and it's kicking the motor off at a really high rate of fire, or not high rate of fire, but high rotation, and that overcycles the gearbox. Versus going with the lower voltage, I usually run the 7.4 lithium ion from Falcon in there, and it's smooth as butter. Oh my God. So as you guys already know, that we plan on expanding the different brands and different types of stuff that we carry here in the store. So we have, on at least this wall, we have the Avalons, we have the Amoebas, we have the basic Elite Forces, and then we had G&G all the rest of the way down there. But since we're bringing in all those other brands of rifles and stuff, we're gonna have to do a lot of condensing because we just didn't have the room. So we took all 5 rows of the G&Gs previously and we condensed them so we have one full row of rifles that are going to go right here. Boom. So that leaves a little bit of condensing here, which filled in a couple of the holes, especially with the G2 rifles that were, you know, up here. So once we bring in that G&G restock, which fingers crossed is Monday or Wednesday, these holes are going to get filled pretty quickly. We've also got some more AKs coming from UK Arms, along with a lot of other Tracy units. We've also changed out our display rifles. So before we had we had like shitty rifles that we pulled from parts. Now we've got like our old G&P stock that we're using as display rifles, just to show off what you can do with some of your airsoft guns. So coming up quick, we're gonna have whole brand coming here, which I'm not a huge fan of bringing that brand in, but I didn't have a choice. I got overruled pretty quickly with that decision. And then so with the GMPs that were on the wall, or the GMPs that were on the wall that are non-display, we pulled those down so we have now one full empty area. But we've kind of filled it in with some loose end stuff that we just kind of had lying around for new guns. So these are just kind of placeholders, but these are going to be the KWA brand. Ooh, KWA, he says. Yes, I do say. So we have more G and G ARPs coming here. And we have a couple more Elite Forces stuff. We're gonna have to order in some more shotguns. What else? We gotta do some more EMG. Oh, that's a thing I can kind of elaborate on. All right, so we're still in the break-in period for the MCX, and since I can't go out and go play with it anywhere since it's freaking cold up here in Wisconsin, I'm just using it here in the Chrono area for the store. But the issue is that I don't have my battery PEC box and I don't have my lithium batteries, so I'm using my lipos and there's no way to store it except for shitty old ass thin painter tape that just has to get wrapped in layers because it's lost its stickiness. It looks horrendous, but we're just gonna run with it because we're just gonna try to break in the MCX while I can. So here's that. Hey, so it's right after we closed, shortly after we closed. I'm kind of just hanging around, waiting for one of my videos to render, and that's going to be part 2 of the event question and answers. So I made sure that I have that up by tonight. But while I'm waiting for that to render, I decided that I would try to do a little bit more drills with the MCX that I did. So what I'm doing, off of T-Rex Tactical's website, he has a couple of 8.5 by 11 printout sheets that you can use for your shooting drills. This one specifically, he has 4 or 5 different circles, and the idea is that you would shoot the total sum of the numbers inside the circle. I'm not too clean about it, but we have 1 shot here, 2 shots here, 4 shots here, 2 shots here, 1 shot here. What I'm doing is I'm doing left hand and right hand transitions. So I'm doing right-handed 1, 2 shots, 2 shots, transition, 2 shots, 2 shots, 1 shot. So that's what I'm doing with the MCX, just try to get some more, I guess, wear in. So trying to figure out how it's performing, but you can see I've got the 1 target down range. So I'm just going to do that for you guys while I'm kind of killing time. So here's the SIG MCX. If you haven't watched the review video, go check that out. Because you'll know why I have my battery taped horrifically to the outside of the rail system. But yeah, go check that out after this, maybe. So, let's do it. So, and I completed the circuit, or the cycle. So I'm going to go low ready, up, down, up to the one shot. So, one. So why did I bother telling you guys about that? I just figured it was fun. If you guys are outdoor players and you're stuck inside, maybe something to challenge yourself between transitions or getting better left-handed might help kill some of that time. I mean, sure, no one's shooting back at you. You're not out playing with people, but this can only help you become a little bit better as far as handling your rifle. It allows you just to get used to it even in your downtime. So just find somewhere in your house where you have decent range. I mean, right here, I only have 12 feet of distance. So I'm definitely not the cleanest, but there are targets to put up for that. For this one specifically, I'm just looking for, you know, transitioning and being able to manipulate the rifle left-handed, because I am really right-handed. That's why I'm trying to do it left-handed. It's also kind of just wearing in the MCX. Don't really get to go out and play with it, so letting her get some gun time, get some range time, some airsoft range time, I should say. Stay tuned until next week. And depending on what I all get, I may decide to put out a video halfway through the week of as far as what we receive, since we do have those larger stuffs. Otherwise, I will probably put out another vlog video on Friday. So that's what we've got so far. So I will see you guys when I see you next. Other than that, take care and be safe. Bye.